Hello everybody, welcome back to Theje's Catalog. I am your host, Joel Michael, and today what I'm playing is Dust, an Elysian Tail. This game came to us from Dean Dodrill, I think is how his name is pronounced, D-O-D-R, or D-O-Drill, and it was published by Microsoft Games Studios. I won't bore you with dialogue. I'm actually pretty far in this game already as far as the story is concerned, and generally this general is looking out for my character. Not looking out for me, he's trying to get me. I'm not going to bore you with any of the details of the plot, but I will tell you that it is actually quite interesting. I'll say that much is for sure. And basically what you do in this game is you run around as this dude and you fight random creatures. And oh great, where am I now? I just haven't been to this part of the game yet, which is why I'm here in this video. Generally how this game works is it's Ooh, a chest. Let's see if I can open this right quick. Like 'em so. There hasn't been a chest that I've encountered yet that I haven't been able to get into and take a peek at. So that's kind of cool. And have I mentioned it's Metroidvania? Because it kind of is. A lot of other people who review this game are a little tepid to label it a Metroidvania title, but I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that, yeah, it's pretty darn Metroidvania-ish. And as you progress through the game, you don't start the game with all these cool moves like a double jump, like that, or a slide. You get those as the game progresses, which is why I call it Metroidvania, and it has these kind of parts, like these walls you cling onto. This is also a special power that you get later on, and there are places early on in the game that you can't go to unless you get something kind of special ability later on. And you have all of the awesome tropes that come along with Metroidvania kind of game, your own health, energy, kind of ammunition, and like health items and stuff. And as you can see, I'm level 28. So let me see. Oh, this guy's a limited time bomb here. This game starts out really easy, but the challenge then, it gradually increases to the point where some parts of the game are actually, pretty frustrating, and you won't assume that you will reach any kind of frustrating parts of this game. You think that the whole game is going to be easy for like the first couple hours, but no. There are challenging parts to the game, eventually challenging enemies, and some platforming segments too that will give you a good thrill. This is just a part that I could have gone to earlier in the game, but didn't, so I'm a little OP. And your little flying friend there can do her own kind of special moves like that. That's the electrical part. But you can only manipulate her manually, so I have to push a button in order to get her to do that cool thing. And what you can do with her is you can chain attacks together and do like those chains like you see in the top right hand corner, but I can't see because my mic's in the way. The higher number chain you get, the more experience points you accumulate per fight. You can follow the minimap in the top right hand corner. It will show you where to go, where your objectives are. And if you have a main objective, it'll show exactly where it is, but it won't show you the minimap until you've explored it. Oh, there, I can jump down here. Maybe that'll help me out. And your little furry friend that's flying and following you has different moves that you can have her do. Like, this one is just the most useful one that I have found so far, but she can also launch fireballs. Like, well, those are light fireballs. She can also launch just plain fireballs that home in on guys, but apparently not the livestock. Which is cool and very PC, I guess. There are a lot of PC elements. For one of the bosses, and yes, there are boss characters in this game, I had to beat some sense into her to get her to stop doing what she was doing to hurt other people, because she was under the influence of some dark presence. Where do I go from here? Apparently there are some other places that I can go. Let me oh, those are so far away though. Stop following me, you guys are freaking me out. Oh, and yes, it has that annoying bit where I can't go any farther until I kick some butt. You will always home in on enemies with this power. So it helps you go faster and farther, and higher too. Come on, Fidget, help me out here. That's the name of your companion. She has a very light, annoying voice in all of the dialogue sequences. And this is basically how combat works. These guys that I am fighting don't attack very often, but when they do, they hurt a lot. And you will never feel like you have enough health in this game, but if you're careful, you will have enough food, always. You find food by killing things, and you also find food, like I said, the wall chicken from before, and then also from shops everywhere. And you can dodge, but that costs energy. Dodging is useful when you fight some other kind of creatures, not these ones, because they're too easy right now. And here is a market. These guys are just everywhere randomly in the game. And wow, he has actually some pretty cool stuff. I haven't been able to do this in quite a while. Get a more powerful defensive jacket. Gold is easy to come by, but it's also easy to spend, especially on food in this game, as you can see. This is $1,200 for just 320 health. So this is your basic inventory screen. You can equip food items, and then with this armor, I can equip what I just bought, but I have... Oh no, I already had something? I already had something. I just won't save anything. And you can also augment your sword. You can't actually get new weapons because your weapon has a voice, so why would you want to get a different one? It talks to you. You can equip 2 rings and a necklace. And that's pretty much it. Okay. Wow, 6. So I just unlocked... Super Meat Boy! I just ran into Super Meat Boy! That is so cool! Look everybody, it's Super Meat Boy! I haven't reviewed him yet, so his game will be on my list of games you will see Super Meat Boy. But seeing as how this is an alphabetical order series, you're probably not going to see him for quite some time. That made the whole video worthwhile. Finding Super Meat Boy. Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna take one of these guys here with me, and crap. Cerulean Trial number 3. This is just a timing attack kind of place. And it grades you at the end. And you have to destroy these things. You don't have to destroy them. But it pretty much just grades you in the end based on how many of those things you've gotten done with, and how much time it took you to complete the level. And it gives you a time limit, of course, naturally. Yay, so what was my grade on this one? 3 stars. Sweet. And then you get a reward, a spectral vest, which, seeing as how this is from an earlier part of the game, is a little bit weak for me. Moving on. So, where do I fight things? Just take me to a place where I can fight something. There we go. These are enemies that are a little bit more appropriate for my level. Oh my gosh, how much dialogue is in this part of the game. And I need the yellow resonance stone to go forward. I probably had to get that from someone whose dialogue that I skipped. Hey, but there's a treasure chest down here. At least I can get one of these. Whoa, invisible dudes. That's interesting. A magma mantle. Take that, dude. Invisible dude. Invisible man. And yes, as you can see, I got hit like once, and my health is down that far. Hey, now I can level up. Sweet! Okay, so let's go ahead and level up, and I think that'll be the end of this video. See, when I do that, that's how you go farther. Because you have to level up your lowest stat. So you can't just leave Fidget all by your lonesome with just one yellow. You have to level up your lowest thing in order to progress. So I will get some more health then, I guess. And I am playing with my Xbox One controller. It is very nice to play this game with a controller. And I would highly, highly recommend you do that. I hope I can get this chain so I can I don't know what that means when the screen flashes like that. Been playing for 5 hours, still haven't figured it out. So yeah, I think this is a good place to end Dust. It definitely gets my recommendation. If you like playing video games, yeah, play Dust. It's really awesome. But anyway, so this has been my episode of Theje's Catalog featuring Dust and Elysian Tail. Thank you very much for watching, and you guys, have a good night. Okay, now where do I go?